Alright guys, this is going to be my guide for Summoner. Uh, and my perspective of how to play Summoner, there's multiple ways of, playing a class, but this is just what I like personally. Um, it's more of like a burst, like one big hit kind of a build rather than the attack speed. If you do want to do the attack speed as a Summoner, uh, 300 to 320% attack speed is what you want to be around. But currently, this is my setup. I'm minimum agi just to wear the gear, and then the rest is into damage, just because I want to be able to one burst them with a Hell Beast or what is it called? Aqua. Um, Another big thing is reflect is going to be a big problem as a summoner. Um, if you're not a whale, it's going to be hard to deal with that. There's a lot of things that whales can get that prevent reflect, like for example the rhino and the scorpion. We also have in Monarch the where are they? Immune to reflect, and then we also have when you get up higher, you get the Cynthia rings too. There's a lot of things that help out once you get into the late game of Summoner. But overall, Summoner is probably the fastest leveling class. I would compare it to Wizard as well, but I think Summoner kind of shines a bit more at the end of it. Um, so yeah, that's kind of like the quick rundown of how I like Summoner. I really like it just because I want to level up the fastest. I'm trying to catch up to the later servers. I'm behind like 100 levels here, but soon we'll catch up. Um, so yeah, these are the stats. I'm currently rocking ice inlays. You could do fire, but ice is just better overall for leveling. Um, it's just got a lot more benefits from it. And so we'll look into the skills now. I'm currently level 7, level 7, level 7, but obviously not everyone's going to be able to get there. The main thing I would personally do is this is how you get most of your attack as a summoner. Like for example, when I swap off the rampage buff, I'm at 54k attack. That's what I'm normally at as other classes. But when I swap to that 67k, that's an insane amount of attack from level 7. So personally, what I would do is I would try to get this level 6, level 5, try to keep it up. It's going to be such a consistent buff for you. Chain Lightning is another good one for PvE and PvP. I personally would probably try to keep this around 5 to 6 if you're limited. But the main important one for PvP is going to be your Aqua. I would try to get this to level 6. This would be this and this are for sure high prio, as well as this. These are your like main skills that you want to focus on. Obviously there isn't that many skills anyways, but this is your bread and butter is these 3 skills. It's hard for me to kind of have a good balance of it because I CC to summoner really late into the levels here with my skill notes and courts and everything, but these are really important to have high. I mean, if you want, you can have this level 5 and get your Aqua and this to level 6, and then have this level 5 for DS. Level 6 would be really good, but I think it's I forget what level 5 gives you, but this is going to be your DS, your AoE mobs, not really so much of doing gold boss, red boss. So if you're more into grinding mobs, I would love level this up more and maybe have this one level below. I leveled up freeze just to have another slow on for a summoner here. um it's not mandatory, but it's nice to have just for the people that like try to run away from you and stuff like that. um it's kind of like, oh, I couldn't get this to level 7 or this to level 7, so I just went with this. Hypnotize is good to put a few levels into. It lets you stun the enemy essentially and then do a big burst attack. So when I run into people, I like to hypnotize them right away, and then I hit them with my Hell Beast, and my aqua, and it absolutely just destroys them. So this is like your initiate when you want to stop someone. You could also use it to run away, but this is what really hurts against for or really hurts the players. It doesn't really work on red bosses, as you can see. Um so yeah, that's the majority of the skills. We'll take a look at the Roadmaster. Personally, hit chance is important. If you're leveling, you want to go like this when you can. Um Maybe min attack is better than max attack if you're still not max, because you're gonna be, if you're doing attack speed more of a summoner, you should be min attack because it's gonna keep your lower end damage up. Hellbeast is obviously just goated. It's so strong. I personally, when I was leveling up this, is I went 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here until this was max. Drain Soul is really good too. Pretty much it's lifesteal, so when you're low, you use it. Chain Lightning, Aqua, Dazzle. Honestly, I don't really know. Probably Chain Lightning would be better for Red Boss, Gold Boss than this, and then this. But if you're grinding mobs, obviously do grind or Dazzling, then Chain. And then Blinding Fiend is a blind that you can use against players. And then we'll look at the skill talents. It's been a while since I've had to look at these. Honestly, I would go with Hellbeast first. That's going to be your main damage. 100% ignore player's defense is huge. Like, huge. On top of this. Blinding Fiend. It's alright. I would personally probably do Drain Soul next. And then do Blinding. What else is there to go over? I probably haven't went over how to progress your general stats, but personally what I did was I went pen up, super, double attack, lucky, and then I started maxing out classes. BKs are going to be a big issue for you, and GLs. If you're finding there's a lot of GLs in your server, definitely up your damage. Don't worry about so much as defense. Personally, I think as a summoner, you want to just blow them up. Like, your best defense is your offense. You're a glass cannon. Like, you don't really have a choice in trying to be defensive. But yeah, that's pretty much summoner. And if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments. I will do my best to get back to everyone. I'm sorry if I missed anything. I haven't made a guide in a while. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and hope you guys enjoy. I will show you the damage that Summoner can kind of do, give you a rough idea, because when I was like Wizard, and actually Wizard did really good damage for leveling up, but when I was AE, DL, I was all around like 5 to 6 mil DPS, lower 6, usually around 5.5, but as Summoner, my damage has increased quite a bit for leveling, and I will show you why it's one of the best classes to use to try to speed up your levels. I haven't tested out the higher attack speed yet for grinding. That will be my next thing that I'm going to do. But this is Sanctuary 7. I'm right around 9 mil. Probably will drop down to like 8, roughly. But it's a big increase for leveling here.